Hey guys, I hope you're having a good week so far and a good Wednesday. I know it's been a little rainy here, but what can you do? That's Pittsburgh. But I hope it's been good, and I hope you're not going too crazy being stuck at your house. Just wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit about some stuff that's been on my heart and try to break up your week a little bit. So this week's been really weird. So Monday, I was trying to do something that I really hate, which is called chores, because I hate cleaning. It's awful. So I was trying to wash clothes because I didn't want everyone to smell bad. And I went downstairs. I did some laundry. I threw it in the washer. I went back downstairs. And I do this weird thing when I do laundry because the dryer takes less time than the washer. So what I'll do is I'll switch the wet clothes in the washer to the dryer. Then I'll put more clothes in the washer, throw a Tide Pod in, start it. And then I'll start the dryer once the washer is already running. So I did that. I switched out the wet clothes, put some more clothes in, threw my Tide Pod in, hit start on the washer. Then I went to the dryer, threw a dryer sheet in, because you have to. It's going to be soft. And I tried to start it, and it just made this clicking noise. And me being me, I thought that meant that the dryer was going to explode, which it didn't. It did not explode. We are all safe. I unplugged it, but it wasn't going to dry anything. And so now I had not one, but two loads of laundry that were completely soaked, and I had to hang it. We actually had to hang our clothes throughout our whole house, and it looked crazy, and the whole house smelled like Tide Pods, which is a weird smell. If you've ever really smelled like laundry drying, that's a weird smell. But it all worked out in the end. We were able to find an open Lowe's and get a new dryer delivered today, so I'm very thankful for that. But that situation got me thinking a little bit about life right now, because things are super crazy and uncertain and unknown, and when things like a dryer go out, you don't know what's going to happen. Or am I going to be able to get a new thing? And there's a lot of things going on that we have questions about. Some of us might be, facing, maybe we're going to not have graduation this year, maybe we won't have spring sports, spring dance recitals, different things that we were looking forward to and prepping for might not happen, and we might be feeling a little disappointed in this time of waiting. And so I'm reminded of a Bible verse in Romans. It's Romans 8:28. And it says, "And we know that for all those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose." And we've talked about in recent weeks, remember, that we all do have purpose. God made you, God calls you his child, and God's given us all gifts that he will use. We have a purpose in life and a calling, and God's going to use every gift that you have in crazy ways that you can't even imagine right now. It's going to be amazing. So if God has called you with this purpose, then God's going to work things out for good. Now, it doesn't say that things are always going to be comfortable or things are always going to make you happy inside. Remember, we have to choose that joy even if things are hard. But God's going to work it for good. So in this time where we're kind of uncertain and really just trying to figure out what is going on, we can have this comfort knowing that even though it might not be what we want, it's going to work out for good. And there's going to be reason in it that we can find and purpose in this craziness right now. There's going to be learning that comes from all of this mess that we find ourselves in. And I'm excited to see how that pans out and how that works out, how God uses our disappointments for his good and his purpose. At the same time, I'm with you. I want these spring sports. I want them back. I'm going crazy just watching only SportsCenter on ESPN. Anyone with me? Like, anyone miss basketball? Yeah, that's me. But even for the NBA players, God's going to use their waiting for good, because it's going to taste even better when we get it back. Am I right? You know, the Bible is no stranger to waiting and waiting situations. There's so many stories in there of men and women who are in disappointing or painful situations, and they're stuck waiting for God to show up and praying and seeking Him. And God never left their side, but it's all about timing. And I think one of the ones that sticks out to me the most right now with this situation is those disciples after Jesus is crucified. They're waiting to figure out what to do next because Jesus is dead and they don't know what's going on. There's all that uncertainty. They don't know what's going to happen next. They don't know when things are going to be good, if things are going to be good, how it's going to work out, what their job is going to be to do. They don't know. And I feel like we feel like that right now. We're stuck. We can't see our friends. We can't do things that we would like to do. I mean, take me. I'm an extrovert. I'm stuck in my house for 2 weeks now, and I'm going crazy. They felt like that. They felt crazy without Jesus. And then in the midst of that disappointment and that awful, painful time and that sad time, Jesus just shows up in the room and says, hey, I told you that I was going to be back. And it's the same when we get our direction and figure out what we're going to do next and what is happening, right? So guys, I just want to encourage you this week. I know you might be going crazy. You might be like me. You might be losing your mind. You miss talking to people. You miss seeing people. I get it. But I want to encourage you. It might hurt and it might be really, really painful and not what you would want at all. But God still has a plan for you. God still has a purpose for you. God's still going to work it out to be good. Even when it doesn't feel like God is anywhere near you. He is. Keep seeking Him. Keep following along in our Bible app. Keep praying. Keep reaching out to me or Pastor Drew for advice, prayer. Like, we're here for you guys. Not in the same room as you guys, but we are. We're here for you guys. We love you guys so much. Keep seeking God. Keep following that plan. Keep looking for that plan. If you don't have a plan, keep looking for that plan and figuring that out. This is a great time to self-discover a little bit and learn more about yourself and, you know, some of the gifts that God is giving you. It's a great time for that right now. But work on those things. Don't lose hope. It's going to get better. God is going to work it for our good. Because remember, we have that purpose, so God's going to work it for good for us. He's with us. It's going to be good. All right, guys, I love you so much. I will talk to you again on Sunday, and I will see you really soon. I miss you all. Love you.